Hey guys, and today we're playing Peglin. Well, this game is kind of like I think it's called Pachinko. Basically, you just drop it and it goes and do damage. First off, I didn't know how the game damage worked until the 20th counter or something. But the last damage counter that you see is the damage that it's dealt, which helped me a lot to understand how much damage it does. Also, a pretty good trick is just go for the bombs, because they just do 50 damage. So it's almost 100% worth factor. Why would you not go for the bombs if it just deals 50 damage to everything? So it's pretty broken if you just go with bombs. But really, it's actually a pretty fun game. You should play it also. Pretty fun. And it's just an amazing game. But one of the biggest problems with this game though is how it's very hard to scale and playability, and your first run is probably going to be one of your worst. And I messed up by picking this one, okay, because it's never procced. I don't think it ever procced ever. That's just how worthless this was to me, and I don't even know why it was just so bad. Energy is level 2 and did absolutely nothing. Okay, I thought it would be crazy. It's not crazy, because you gotta hit 7, and then after that, then hit more of the ball. So you have to hit 7 before you can do anything about that. And that's what just makes it so bad. Also, I don't know what this +1/+2 means. That's why, just I took that, because I didn't know what any of that meant. No, so yeah, I'm scared of catting, okay? I don't think I try to not go to any of the bosses or the elite events because of I want to lose my first run, and I just want to go with the most safest route. And that's the whole reason I did that. But still, it's just very smart to do this route. And also, I don't know how its thing is just way worse. How it moves is just super bad. And I deal 100 damage here. That's how broken it can be. And first off, this is one of the best ones because it automatically detonates any ball. So it's just if you don't know how big that is, that means that you basically get 2 balls in one, because it's automatic 50 damage almost every single time, because it just has to hit a bomb. It doesn't do anything special like that. Right here, it would be super broken there. And yes, I'm making sure that I don't go that place. And also, I didn't know how the shooting thingies work, but it just basically just slows your ball down to basically a crazy bad degree. So it's useful sometimes. Also, this is I think the first time I got hit. I don't know. I told you, super broken. Okay, right here, I got 2, so they're 100 damage. Okay, that's broken of the brokenness. Okay, doing 100 damage like that, super cracked. Also, I was trying to hit the top super hard, but I finally hit it right there. Being crazy power. See, I literally just killed that thing easily. And that also did basically no damage. But at least I got a buff from that, so that I was happy about that. And it's an easy kill, just doing that, and then just place all the damage. Shoot and hit. I'm saying Inferno Orb is just broken because of that. And I choose the Saw Blade. The Saw Blade is not that bad, but it's still just awful. Okay, because it barely does anything, because it's super chancy, which just makes it just that much more awful. So that's the whole reason I just don't like it, because of that. Because of how chancy it is. While with something like the Inferno Orb, it's an automatic thing, you know. But most of these encounters, it's pretty like fun, okay, like and simple, okay, because it's simple. Just do this, just do that, just do that. Nothing really like important you gotta realize and stuff, which makes it just so much more easier to comprehend and how to like actually like professionally win the game. Well, a big thing about this game is that you have to be very, very on point with how you play stuff. Because if you don't, it's just a big waste. And you always gotta realize that you want to just go for bombs. So let's all make 50 damage. So if it takes you 2 turns to hit a bomb, that's still 25 damage per turn, just in 1 turn. This one, actually, I'll get it to level 3. Didn't even use it. That's just how bad it is. I mean, this one also, I don't really know how that works. So I just skip that because most of this don't work. So I just I think I got out. I got this one. That one is also useless because it doesn't like it when you re-roll. I mean, like refresh, it then does that big amount of damage. But that's just useless and it does not work that much. Also, a big thing is, okay, I was trying to go this way. The side that I'm trying to go is the right side, but I'm supposed to go on the left side. That's the side I wanted to go on because, like, then I can do. I think it was so that I can go to the boss battle, and then it got a big like power boost. But I just decided to go this path. But still, this, like, how this game is built, this, like, map is built, it's built very, very bad for the way of just going for simple, like, bombs, because bombs are just nowhere, and when you reload, the bombs, like, it doesn't really, like, respawn that well. Like, you, like, this, like, it only doesn't really spawn bombs for you to use. So you have to, like, so you have a limited amount of bombs each time, which is just super bad for most of the time you play the game. But it's still a useful stat, you know? Also, I don't know what this tree guy does when they die. I don't know if he's supposed to kill it, or he's supposed to do something to it, or he just work as like a stopping so you can like go past them until like a certain after you kill that thing if the thing's in front of it. But I don't know what he does, and so like I don't know, he's supposed to be like dangerous, cool, and stuff. I picked that one. I should have checked the Infernal Orb, because this one, the thing what it does is pretty not crazy, if I might say, okay, because it focuses on how much damage you do previously to do that damage now, which is that's not as useful as doing automatic 50 damage almost every single time. And that's the biggest reason why it's worse than the Infernal Orb, but it's still better than like any of the other ones I chose. Also, bats, annoying, because they move 2 spaces, so to kill them twice as fast to kill them. And they do low damage, so that's not a big problem, but like they're still very, very annoying. And I would just don't want to really fight with them, but at least they have decently too small levels of HP, so it's not like they're that crazy or strong. So I would not say that I would want to have them over something like regular slimes, but they're still not horrible, you know. And told you, big damage from the Infernal Orb, and like it's crazy. But the second best is like probably the Sniper Orb, but like, that's like later, and it's almost as good as, you know, the simple Infernal Orb. And also gotta level up my, what's it called? It's not my Echo Orb. It's not that bad, but it's not the greatest. And this is also when I mess up, because when I fight this guy, I go to the left side after I finish this like like game, it forces me to have to play against the mini boss. Now, first off, I like how they made slimes different. Like green slime is like common, blue slime is rare, and red slime is epic. And like that's like the most common notation of like how rarity works. Like red's always going to be like epic. It's either red or purple. Blue is every single time rare. Gray is every single time common. Green is every time uncommon. White is either yellow or like I think only yellow. And mythical is most of the time white or silver. And that's like how like games normally function with rarity, which is pretty fun, and how they incorporated that. And first off, this one is pretty broken. It basically just turns the first like thing you hit into a what's it called? A bomb. Turns the first thing you hit into a bomb, which is pretty broken, because if you can literally like hit the first thing into a bomb, it doesn't deal that. I don't think it's take the damage you would have got from hitting it. It doesn't matter, because the next turn you can have a bomb right there, which just makes it pretty useful in almost every single circumstance, because getting bombs is the best thing you want. And if you have it before the Inferno bomb, it's even better, because you have an instant bomb next turn, making it just super good overall. And that's why that's the biggest thing I like about it. And right here, if I actually saw what ball is coming next, I could have easily defeated this guy right there and then. But that's just how good the front of ball is. And this right here, the sniper orb, is the best. Okay, right here, it's the concentration. I thought it was a sniper orb because it just makes more sense. But basically, how the sniper orb works, it only basically hits a critical reload or bomb, and just pierces through everything, which is broken because it can deal a bunch of damage. And that's like its main thing, just dealing a bunch of damage. And that's what makes it the best orb outside of the Inferno orb, because it can just pierce through and hit a bomb. But since it still cannot hit it in one time, it's only good like starting if you don't have anything else. And that's the biggest problem with like most orbs, is that it needs other orbs to be good, while the Inferno orb is only good by itself. But like, I'd rather have 2 concentration orbs than 2 Inferno orbs, because they can just stack on each other. Because that means you have an instant like damage and bomb. But like, I still think that Inferno orb is the second best. It's the best by itself, but it's the second best when it has multiple versions of itself. The concentration orb is just better because it gets all the bonuses of a Inferno orb, but they're just doing more damage per turn, you know. Also, I don't know how it works by going backwards, but it was pretty easy to kill. Like, that's why I'm just saying easy. And and I don't know what I chose here, and I think I just chose anything. I don't think I chose anything, but like, first off, this one I upgraded twice, I think, and it's pretty broken, because like, it can turn multiple things into whatever you want, so it's pretty broken. And here, I don't know what anything it says, so I just like picked this one, sounded the best to me, and I got the one I got. And first off, this guy here is insanely easy with having a low, like, it has like pretty high HP, but it doesn't even go forward, so it's pretty useless, and like, there's nothing really I get out of it, so I just insanely just killed it automatically, because it's just the most easiest thing to defeat. I think it's even easier than the mini boss I just fought, because of how it works. Well, like, yeah, it stops you from going to certain places, but if you just hit the top of the bulb, it neutralizes how it works entirely, which just makes it awfully easily to defeat. Also, with concentration bulb, also it's insanely useful because it just goes through everything. So when you go for the bomb orb, it's just super amazing to have. And if you made it this far, can you please like and subscribe? That would help out a ton for me. So please just like and subscribe. It's no extra cost to you, and it will just help me a bunch. So thank you all. That's likes and subscribe. And also, still, this is super easy because this doesn't even go forward. You just have to kill everything that he sends off, which makes it just one of the easiest bosses ever. Like, most of the time bosses are the hardest thing, but like the forward orb can literally just pierce through the vines and stuff, so it just doesn't you have to worry about anything like that. And that's makes it crazy. And that's all for today. Now see you guys next time. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.